to be a hindrance for later. And Priestess could be the second target here. If not, maybe the Gravekeeper. But you know what? That's all on paper, Kahel. We are going to find it out right now as we start into our game.
And now here we are with Sneaky scaling the map towards the old gate. And now he will find, indeed, as we... Oh, it looks like he will be switching targets, ignoring that Tinnitus in effect, and will instead switch to Hata over here, the Gravekeeper. But, wow, okay, Sneaky is just... It looks like he's gaining his bearings of the map and has basically an idea of where the survivors might be. And now Hata has used his first shovel in an effort to... Oh, wow! Totally ignored there. Sneaky just scene zoned him right there. And will instead go for Captain Kun, Siora. Wow, a lot of transitioning going on here.
The only thing I worry about is if he does not commit to a target anymore, the others can just, you know, really work their way. But that's already an owl. Gonna be denied by a hit, and Sneaky will continue on trying to get a hold of Captain Kun here.
Oh, wow. There we are with the portals. This is the Priestess at full potential. Knowing all those portal points really will help Captain Kun contain Sneaky Ensign here at the graveyard. But it looks like Captain Kun will be transitioning once more to a different area. Here are more portals to utilize. Wow, the Priestess little boy here just laying the groundwork for Captain Kun to be able to pull off a really amazing kite. And now he has used the tram and will be transitioning while Sneaky here will... Oh,
that was so close.
Oh, wow. Okay, Captain Kun. Siora, did you see that?
Prediction back there coming in from Sneaky as to still remain in towards the tram in hopes where Captain Kun would go down. And as anticipated, we do see that Captain Kun did go down, and that was an opportunity for Sneaky to go for the hit.
Exactly, because look at that. That happened so fast. And yet, Captain Kun still presents a valiant effort here, still containing Sneaky. Oh, wow! Was supposed to go for that portal, but was instead. Wow. Well, third time's the charm, it seems, because for him to be able to go through that portal, if I were on the shoes of Sneaky Ensign here, I'd be super annoyed. But still, that shows how much the skill of Little Boy to provide support is evident in the presence of those portals. Wow, that was just amazing. And take a look at the cipher progress, Siora. Are you seeing what I'm seeing here?
Yes, it's almost a 3 cipher kite for Captain Kun here. Did a pretty good job. And look at the rescue. Really, really on time as well. So Captain Kun once again will be on his toes. Gonna go for this. Go for the blink. That's gonna be a last effort to be triggered. But take note, the other ciphers are almost on their way to being decoded right now, Kahel.
That's right, and all it's gonna take is for the Gravekeeper to pull off that rescue. I actually thought Sneaky would put Captain Kun in the basement, but because this is the last cipher, he wants to put that... Oh, wow! Captain Kun was able to struggle because Sneaky Ensign wanted to put him at that chair right there close to the cipher, and now the kite continues, which will place the survivors at a big advantage because that's 3 of them decoding that last cipher right there, Siora.
Definitely, and all it needs to do is for Captain Kun to be knocked down right here. Unfortunately, the last cipher is not yet popped, but I think a rescue would do the trick right here, and then wait for someone to be knocked down. So right now we do see Little Boy being poked right here with some chip damage. But in the process, once again, Captain Kun was rescued. The cipher is popped. right now.
Yes, the snipers were popped.
Right now we do see there is a detention. Oh no, there's no detention coming in. And also on time, Captain Kun really buying a lot of time. And it's safe to say right now, Kahel, that Captain Kun had a 5 cipher, containment here.
That's
And
right.
the other members, while Captain Kun is buying time here in the graveyard, is a 3-man escape potentially.
That's right, especially because Mercenary. So it looks like at this point the Mercenary would want to go for the dungeon, which he finds, and there we go, a 3-man escape, and it's all gonna be up to their kiting skills when it comes to a breaking wheel. So now here we are, finally starting the match, and here we have Last Human.
Already spotting out some into the early phase of the game, but you know what? Change of plans for Last Human here as he changes target to Jin instead, wanting to remove this priest to signal the portals don't give you stun. So because these portals don't give you stun, it'll be much effective for Last Human to target off Jin in the process. But look at that. Second stack of spikes here. If we were to trigger that, that's gonna be injury for Jin.
Wow, that was such a good chase on the part of Last Human here, pressuring Jin to use this terrain. Oh, but it looks like she will be receiving support from the bees and the seer at the same time. Wow. The coordination on this team is just amazing, and now that pushes Last Human to switch back to wheel form just to be able to chase Jin right here. Already some good decoding progress on the ciphers here. Jin is actually doing a really good job. Oh, wow!
As you say it, Last Human denies that fact, goes for the blink and the hit. That was beautiful, and because the priest is already seated, off to the next target.
Yes, especially because we do know that the breaking wheel does not camp. It's not part... Camping is not in the vocabulary of a breaking wheel right here, and that is why he is now able... That is why he will now be placing pressure on the Mercenary, but it looks like Lusky was able to rescue Jin, but it looks like it won't be that much of a problem to the Last Human right here, because that mobility, the breaking wheels mobility is just, it's just amazing. And even these portals, with these portal placements, wow, he's still able to land those spikes, and this is some really good chasing on the part of Last Human, and there is that burst that I've been waiting for. Ziora, it's Jin's back on the chair.
Last Human really wanting to create a statement in here, Kahel, as he goes once more. Priestess being seated in the rocket chair and targeting Sabido. He doesn't want this rescuer to be in it for a longer time. But then again, Lusky with the second attempt right here. And that was actually a quick response. But the tram, okay, that was close. But then again, the burst once more from Last Human to use on Priestess. And this is this. And we have to say goodbye to Priestess. We'll go back to the manor here. And I think Last Human may go for Sup once again.
That's right, because he's the one who has the spike right there. He could just invest on that, but it looks like Tinnitus is in effect. Last Human capitalizing on this, seeing who he's going to find. It looks like he's really taking his time here, especially because that cipher right there is already has already been touched. So now it looks like Last Human will be switching targets, and as you said, Ziora, here is Sup. And wow, okay, was able to land that spike before Oh, okay, that was a nice pallet stun from Sup right there, but Last Human uses his blink and secures that hit, that full hit on the mercenary.
Look at the dominance that Last Human is just inflicting against the members of ECT at the moment. Because of the steel will, Sub can still buy some time for the others to go and decode, but then again, it'll only go so far. So right now, Donut this time is trying to save his friend here, but look at that. Already changing his target here. Spots out Sup, I think, in the process, and like Last Human does not idle. He really wants to target them all and find them and potentially inflict spikes upon them as well.
That's right, because he wants to pressure those ciphers. You cannot allow these remaining survivors to decode, and there's that burst yet again. Oh wow. Donut will now be chaired. Sup has self-healed, and Lusky is left to decode the remaining ciphers. Really, Last Human here going to and fro, just patrolling the area and making sure that nobody will be able to rescue, especially because our mercenary here is at half health. I wonder if the entomologist will be going for that rescue. There it is. There it is. The least they could be able to manage if a miracle should happen is a dungeon escape.
Yep, but again, so being chased continuously in here, it's by Last Human is just amazing. And you have to give it to ECT though. They were able to reach it all up till 2 ciphers remaining, but because of this constant presence that Last Human is giving upon Team ECT, it's very challenging to deal with, especially with his pollen at the moment.
That's right, and a full presence pollen, unstoppable. And there we have that. Wow!
Oh
That
my!
was an epic blink right there. I was not expecting that to happen. That was really skillfully done. And now all Last Human has to do is down the mercenary, down Sup right here to secure that 4-man kill that the team really needs to get ahead in terms of points. And it looks like this is just a game of chase for now. Wow, amazing job. Lusky has healed on the other hand and has utilized the bees to gain some distance between her position. But Last Human is still on top of it. I mean, utilizing that mobility. I mean, even if he has lost Lusky, he just moves so fast in the map. It's not hard for him to spot the survivors. And here he finds them. Wow.
A sweep.
A sweep.
Steph, oh!
Oh my god!
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's your Joseph! Oh my
I'm
goodness!
sorry. Wait, let give me this time to fangirl, cause my ship is on sale. My Joseph and my Aesop in the game of IVC, and to start it all off, Zen here with the photo image of Gravekeeper taking it in the photo world. I love it. I have awoken from my slumber, and I am looking forward for this game because this is the first time ever that I have seen Joseph in the entirety of the tournaments that I have casted. So my tears of joy right now, Kahal. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
You've had your photographer moment, I've had my feaster moment. We're really happy to witness this match. The Gravekeeper is now down because he has been shared in the camera world, but it looks like Zed knows exactly where he is. And that's amazing to be able to pull this off as a Joseph. Just shows the amount of foresight that you have. And this is amazing because we do know the potential of a Joseph to counter the Cypher Rush, and also there are no decoders in the team, so this is already at the advantage of Zed right here. Siora, I can smell your excitement from all the way here.
Yes, but going into the game, like they do lack the decoders as intended, but Skyfall with the elbow pads is gonna go for the save here with Hata, but take note, the photo world is still there. So right now, Hata is gonna go for the kite potentials, but still go back into the photo world to at least inflict some amount of damage away, so that when he goes back into the real world, basically, Hata is gonna be knocked down. So right now, teleport right here, and I'm pretty sure Captain Coon. Oh, this is interesting. This is a very interesting feat at the moment. So I like it how Zed just utilizes the photo world to inflict damage or inflict some inflict damage against them, so that he won't have a hard time in terms of knocking them down. So okay, I am a happy girl, you know. Going back into this game, so Hata and the others were able to create a distance in the get-go. So Embalmer here has his coffin aided on him. Zed spots out Little Boy, and Little Boy basically has to stall here so that the others can go and decode.
That's right. Little Boy is actually the optimum survivor to find at this point, especially because these survivors need to be able to do some healing up and some decoding. Oh wow!
Oh, he also rode with him.
Was able to ride there with Little Boy, even towards the third station. So much for deactivating the stopper on that. But it looks like Little Boy, we know the kiting potential of Little Boy here. He will do his very best to buy time. But now the camera world is active. There is no escaping Zed. This is one angry Joseph right here, Siora.
Indeed, and looking at this right now, Zed going to spot out Skyfall. Skyfall's forced to use the elbow pads at the moment. Goes back to the photo world and basically places the image of Little Boy into a rocket chair, so that the real one is basically gonna be incapacitated. So again, we'll be taking another hit here. But in terms of the decoding progress for the survivors, they only managed to get one so far, which is understandable because Zed here is all over the map.
That's right, and as per his skill on the camera world, it really does counter the Cypher Rush, reducing it to half progress, no matter how much decoding there has been. And now Zed here is chasing Hata. Yes, I do believe that is Hata. But I do believe also that Hata will be utilizing these dropped pallets to at least establish some distance between himself and Zed. But Zed here is just switching targets, putting pressure on the ciphers, especially because he knows that he really needs to stay on top of this. This is what Joseph is good for. This is what he is known best for, countering the Cypher Rush. And now, although everybody is transitioning, it looks like not much decoding is being made. So they are being pressured to heal and to rescue mirror images all over. This, I do believe that Little Boy has been rescued from the camera world chair quite a number of times already. But look, and it looks like the Cypher progress has finally picked up, especially because 2 ciphers are almost done by Little Boy, and they are already getting started on the final 2. Skyfall is also in the area, really not a viable. Wow. Okay, so all survivors, if hit, will be down because of the damage. And this is amazing. Okay.
Okay. This is now the advantage of basically, you know, getting those chip damage from the photo image. Because of that, the decoding progress is delayed as witnessed, and you did see that Zed doesn't have to directly chase them. He just basically needs to find that photo image and then eventually go to the real body once it's knocked down. But with all of that fiasco, however, GH was able to get, you know, the ciphers done with 2 ciphers remaining on their arsenal. So I assume that little boy may not be saved anymore this time, unless, of course, Hata calls for it. But until then, Zed here may be staying just nearby and, you know, just going to secure this take.
Exactly. Look, it looks like he's just activating Tinnitus unless he wants to go for that Cypher pop. Cypher has been popped. So I get what the plan was, but it looks like Hata was too far to actually rescue little boy right there. But still, will do his very best to contain Zed right here. Okay, Zed is chasing targets, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like he wants to find the Embalmer, Captain Kun, and the Mercenary as well, who are already probably at the other side of the gate, decoding already. And teleports! Wow!
Oh! Teleports.
Amazing!
And then knocks down Captain Kun. Captain Kun may choose to rebirth, but the coffin is just near the gate. So right now, Zed is going to try and catch the other survivors here. But with that being said, still prioritizing Captain Kun in the process, despite the gate, Naya open instead. So this may be off to a tie. But to be fair, Joseph doesn't have the tension. But yeah, I think a tie would work here. To say the least, for GH.
Exactly, especially because both Skyfall and Hata are just about exiting through the gate right now. But still, that was such a good decision on the part of Zed right there. I'm really amazed to see how he was able to teleport and still pull off that terror. This scenario would be the mechanic, provided that she has deployed her doll and has run away from it as far as she can. And we're gonna see if that's gonna happen with the last human here starting off at the tent and finding her first survivor. We do know that the Dream Witch is relatively fast when it comes to mobility. So Tinnitus is being triggered. We don't know. It looks like that was the. It looks like that was the robot.
Yes, it was, and wow, it's like this is getting pretty interesting because last human has to take note that he can't neglect the 2 cipher rushers or the decoders because it's not going to be beneficial for him in later parts of the game. So there you go. Follower is to see the mechanic, as you mentioned, because mechanic is one of the priority targets of every hunter. So right now, just waiting for the follower to follow Lusky in here.
That's right. So far, the survivors are just getting started with the ciphers, and like I said, this is actually the ideal scenario where you would find the mechanic first, and this is because if you find the prisoner first and you're left with the mechanic, that'll have an impact on the decoding speed. So this seems to be a part of the plan. I do believe this is part of the plan.
Yes. Although Last Human took quite some time before actually chasing the mechanic, I think he was trying to identify the pattern to where this would go. And look at that, just like that, a knockdown for Lusky in the well, slightly early stages of the game.
Yes, and now one cipher has been popped. One is also about to be finished. The Dream Witch will now have to try to at least put a leech on the other survivors just to be able to secure that double hit. We have the mechanics leech and the main body to guard. And let's see, there's that strategy I was talking about. But it looks like Sup was able to pull off a good rescue there, denying that body block. But still, I do believe that this is the ideal scenario because the prisoner is safe and he is able to decode from afar. We know that the doll is still up and running, and this is really good progress on the side of the survivors in terms of the decoding progress. So the Last Human I observed is actually a calm Dream Witch.
Yes, he's not that aggressive.
Yes.
I think what he wants here, that's why he's taking his time, is to gather the members of ECT. So right now we do see that the mercenary is on his way. That's gonna be one hit. We'll be able to save Donut, but I mean, yeah. But then again, this is just too good.
Hit. Okay, we've got 3 ciphers remaining, but already really good progress on those ciphers. So it looks like the mechanic was still able to finish a cipher using that doll, and so her sacrifice is actually not in vain. They can still turn this around. They can still secure a draw, if not a win. Because look, the last cipher is already just about done. And the cipher has already been popped. Now everybody has to make for the gate, and it's just gonna be up to the last human on who he's going to chase, because really the logical strategy here is to spread out, try to open both gates, leave somebody at the center, so that if somebody gets shared and the last human will relocate to an exit gate, somebody can come back for the rescue. But the dungeon is here, Siora.
This is the I guess you can say a lacklusting moment for a Dream Witch, you know? It's basically, again, the map control. So
yeah,
in here, it's hard to say, but if Bon was able to spot out Explorer and Painter first, then that could be one of his games. But let's see if he does, because he may be on his way to Jin right now.
Wow, this is if Last Human finds Jin, this is gonna be such an advantageous. Wow. Okay, so it looks like he hasn't found the Explorer just yet. He is making use of these the terrain and these plants, these weeds to just conceal himself, and was able to do it successfully. But look, Tinnitus is still active, and the Last Human knows for a fact that he could be here somewhere hiding. And this is actually time bought as well. Look at these ciphers, already one at 50% before Last Human decides to transition to a new survivor. That was really good, Siora.
Yes, and yeah, with that time taken, I think Last Human needs to make haste right here, but he is still targeting Batter this time around. He might just flush it out. The timing as well of that pallet is enough for Last Human to take that hit. So Batter is on his way to the terrains. But take note that Lusky is there decoding as well. So he has to change ciphers this time around.
That's right, but that cipher is already about to be popped though. I do believe it can be completed just in time before Sup is down. But looks like he's doing such a good job in containing the last human here in these ruins because wow, wow, okay, that was a blink, a nicely timed blink on the part of last human, a splendid job on the part of the hunter here, and capturing Sup, which is actually advantageous also, being that he is one of the rescuers and the one who provides that harassment.
Oh, all right. I just want to give time to appreciate this Monokuma skin.
The skin and the chair.
But yeah, and the chair. But going back, I think last human needs to find Jin.
Wow.
Because if not, the passwords may go and behold for the clutch. But that's gonna be a potential rescue. Oh yeah.
Wow.
Oh, but
Oh
look
my
at
gosh.
that. Full presence this
Amazing
time for
chair
last
defense on the
human.
side of last
Tries
human.
to go for the bat, and the last effort is going to be procced right now in here. He just had to go to the farthest place possible, and we do see that the explorer has been digging password pages by 80%, so at any time he could, you know, complete a cipher in his chosen timing. But right now we do see Batter to be seated in the rocket chair for the second time. We'll be placing bombs in here, and yeah, let's see how it goes.
I do believe Jin might try to go for a sneaky rescue, if not to just trigger Tinnitus, just to keep last human in this area, at least to be able to give the mercenary time to heal, which he has already done, and for Lusky to be able to decode. And look, just like that, it's just like magic. One cipher remaining. All they have to do is get that cipher going, have somebody contain the last human, just in time for that cipher to be popped. Just one cipher remaining.
Yeah, and Jin already has 40% on his password page, so at any time he can, you know, easily half a cipher, even though that they decide to change allocation to a said cipher. But right now, Lusky is the one getting the chip damage, tries to paint it, but will be taking a hit.
That's right, and we can also expect him to lay down his first painting just to be able to buy time for the rest of the for the explorer and the mercenary to get this cipher going. But it looks like the last human will be switching targets for now. He doesn't want to deal with that painter, especially not with those paintings that can be really annoying on the part of the hunter here. It looks like he'll be committing to Donut, the mercenary, and he has only one more elbow pad left. He can contain the hunter as in this area right here. Wow, that was a nice juke on Donut right there, and we can expect him to.
Yeah, Donut was just using the terrains right there in the trees as well to try and create a play. And as you mentioned, it was done pretty well. So, chip damages is here. With the help of Seal Will, it's going to delay some amount of time. But the ciphers are already popped in. But Donut is still going to be incapacitated regardless. I assume that he has detention. Oh, actually, he doesn't? He doesn't have detention?
It is normal for high tier Monokuma guard 20.
Monokuma for bonbons to not get detention.
To not
right?
bring detention,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, because they can also defend on the bomb.
Oh my
but
goodness!
The painting,
Oh my
goodness! Is it gonna be a 3-man escape? Is it?
Are they
really?
Oh my goodness!
No! Okay.
Wow!
Whoa!
That was such a good escape, right?
Let's say little boy was to be spotted out very early. Pretty sure either the forward or the gravekeeper would do something about it. like they will try to body block him if ever needed. But let's get on to the game right now. Kahel, any first impressions about this?
Okay, so Zed spawning, going towards the factory, seeing the Gravekeeper, but ignoring him for now just shows that he is committed to finding at least the dancer or the prisoner, and it looks like he will be finding the prisoner indeed, because here he is at the factory. But we do know about Little Boy's potential when it comes to kiting the hunter. We can expect no less from him. Oh wow!
That was a
horrible hit.
damage. Yeah, from the statues. But then again, oh, that was a very nice juke back there. You know, denying that statue from hitting him once again. And then, although Little Boy may have directed it to Hata, I think Hata here may go for the stun. Oh, okay, no. But still, was able to get some distance far away here, so let's see.
That's right, and it only takes one more hit for Little Boy to be down here, so Zed will try his very best at least to place those statues. Oh, it's nicely stunned. And here comes that support. Okay, so indeed, yes, this was meant for support, but it's just that Zed really did a good job at aiming those statues, and now Little Boy is down.
Yes, and I think Zed here is not gonna go too far off with Little Boy, because maybe he wants to secure this one now, because again, you would want to get as much survivors as possible, but the rescue is gonna happen here. Good, nice job for Hata, but that's gonna be with the help of the tide. Stun, beautiful.
Wow.
Beautiful for Hata back there, and he gave a space for Little Boy to run through. And then going back to the factory here, but the chisel may go for the statue right there, but not gonna get Little Boy just yet.
That's right. That was some really good support there on the part of the dancer and the forward, because I believe those were two music boxes that really slowed Zed down. And now Little Boy doing his rebound kite, and that was a missed blink right there, but still, wow, Little Boy just toughing it out right here. 4 ciphers remaining, but really good progress on those ciphers. So this is some really good kiting that Little Boy is showing us. Zed still relentless in his chase, and it looks like
look at that. 2 ciphers remaining off the bat, Kahel. And yes, you did mention that Zed was really persistent in catching off Little Boy, but you mentioned as well that because Little Boy also has this great kiting capabilities, it managed to work out for the members of GH in getting those 2 ciphers done. And the fourth one is at 76% already. So if he keeps this up, this is actually a good sign for GH.
Actually, this is already a very impressive kite right here. Little Boy very consistent with his kiting. Look at those dodges he's able to pull off. He has been looping Zed here for what seems like 10 years already. Just transitioning to and fro. And look at that cipher that has already been popped. Wow, Ziora, this is the end game. This is it. This is where it's about to go down.
Yeah, and I think Zed does not have the tension here, and right now, Hata may be doing the work here in terms of the diversion play. Maybe the others are also on their way to the other side of the gate. So, like, that could be a potential 3-man escape if Hata were to be captured here, unless he, went for the dungeon, because look, he's on his way to the dungeon right now. They escape right here. That's gonna be a sweep, and I think this is it. I think